And thank you for making mockery of a fine thing here. You're still laughing.
I'm laughing at something else. Are we going to Reggie's Corner or what's next?
Yes, because we are.
You know what? We are. I'm watching a video from the coronation. Let me pause this. I don't know if it's a compilation or what, but first there was a horse during the coronation of King Charles III.
No, that was King Charles.
No, it was a horse. Will you stop it? He's the king now. It really
was a horse.
You can be beheaded for these kind of statements. The horse just backed into the crowd, got spooked, and like moonwalked into the crowd. And then another one just bit a woman's ponytail as she walked by and yanked her back. But anyway, I'm sorry to lighten up the mood.
Oh, my God. You know, when I was over there in jolly old England with and Kenny McIntosh, I believe that day he was showing us around.
He's always in the middle of the problems. You ever notice that?
Well, he's a problem carrier. He's like the Typhoid Mary of problems. He doesn't suffer from them himself. He just things happen to people around him. It may not be his fault. Maybe he kicked an old gypsy woman. Anyway, we went to the place where they have the guards with the fur on their heads.
Buckingham Palace?
There you go. And, you know, all that week, because I'd been telling the story about the rib with Owen and Bulldog putting me on the phone with Stu, and I thought it was Bruce imitating Stu. And you can find that, kids, out there somewhere on YouTube. But anyway, so all week I'd been, trying to make a Diana look like some kind of whore. And so they say they're not supposed to break character, the guards with the fur on their heads. And boy, the wrestlers should be as devoted as they are. But I kind of sided up next to one of them for a picture. I said, they're making Diana look like some kind of whore. To pop the boys that were carrying us around. And then I realized, well, he thinks I mean Princess Diana, not Diana.
Oh, my God.
Diana. So I'm surprised. He probably didn't fucking bayonet me there. They really... All right.
Hey, did you see... Hey, speaking of Davy Boy and things that you've repeated that Davy Boy said, someone posted somewhere, and I can't give them credit because I don't remember who it was or where I saw it, but it was Kurt Hennig on commentary like in 1996 maybe, on Superstars, and he says, I wasn't even there. Was it a popular expression beyond you?
Yes. No, that was the thing with Dave. I wasn't even there. Everybody that was around him would do it to varying degrees of accent or whatever, but no, that was a common thing. Or if you said it, everybody else in the locker room knew what you were talking about.
All right, this has been Reggie's Corner.
If he said it, I bet Kurt was there. Knowing Kurt, he was probably there. Anyway, no, we do have some people to talk about in Reggie's Corner today, and I've tried to... Oh, come on!
Trying to get some noises for you, some sounds. Get you in the mood.
Can't you at least... What the fuck?
Ooh. Sounds like a scary edition this week.
I was about to say, instead of jungle noises and or the tweeting of birds on a farm, can't you have like meow, meow, ruff, ruff? You know, the puppies and the kittens.
We had meows last week and you didn't like that. It startled you.
Well, you just soft and pleasing to the ear and not something out of the Amazonian rainforest.
All right. There'll be improvements next week.
Thank you very much. Anyway, I've gone through emails here lately, so I apologize. We've got several, but it's over a couple of weeks. These are ones I've found. If I don't have yours, I apologize also, maybe next round. But anyway, to Scott and his son, and this was a long email, and I can't read it without just losing it, but they lost their 14-year-old boxer, Princess, after some other health issues to a horrible accident. And we just wanted to recognize Princess because I hate it. But again, 14 years old, and she was a fighter. And Mark from Timmins, Ontario, lost his dog Chimo, who had just turned 16. And
Chimo, that's an interesting name. Not Chimu, not Pampero Furpo's Chimu.
Well, it was Cheemoe. Chemo.
Chimo.
Yes. But they're from Ontario. It could mean anything.
Well, that explains it.
People are odd. And Robert from Chicago and his girlfriend lost their dog Short Man to an illness that came on really quick, and it was sudden. And we, again, hate to hear that. And then also, hold on here. I gotta read some of this one. Dear Jim and Brian, my name is Daniel, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Recently, my brother Lewis lost his beloved dog Dee Dee, who he had rescued as a puppy after finding her abandoned in a field. And since that day, they were instantly best friends, and one of the best things that ever happened to him. And she rode apparently with them to wrestling shows from Louisville to Knoxville and all the way to Pensacola. And she was also the host of every WrestleMania, SummerSlam, or Royal Rumble party they ever had, and boxing, UFC fights, Thanksgiving, and today's the Derby Day. And that, most importantly, this will be the first Derby in over 10 years that Dee Dee won't be the host. So, Daniel, I know it won't be and Lewis, I know it won't be the same this year, but he closes saying, I know it's a long shot, but it would mean so much to my family if you'd mention her on Reggie's Corner. And so, again, sorry, guys, about Dee Dee. And one more thing. All right, now. Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I thought it was on your side.
Oh.
I never know what's going on in that yard of yours.
That's not Harley. In the yard, that would be right here in the room with me. One more from Frankie in San Diego, where he says he is not jacking it. And he's right. We are a little top heavy on our canine friends. He says, hey, Jim and Brian, you often read eulogies for canine friends who have gone across the Rainbow Bridge, as it is just past the 1-year anniversary of losing my best friend, Baron Wolfgang von Furberger, the most handsome tuxedo cat who ever walked this shitty earth. I hope you would do the same for my kitty, Bobo, as a nickname, Bobo. There you go. There you go. There you go. But do you have it around the neck?
I'm not actually holding the cat.
Oh, I thought you were making your cat purr, but it didn't sound very loud. It was like you were compressing its oxygen. Anyway.
No cats at last manner.
Back to Baron Wolfgang von Furberger. He was more than a pet. He was my greatest friend, a perfect companion who was with me from the beginning of my career as a pet groomer, when some fool dumped him as a tiny kitten in a box outside the PetSmart where I was training. He was with me through divorce and eviction, tragedy and strife, and was oftentimes the only reason I didn't jump off a goddamn bridge. With him gone, it's only a self-loathing, masochistic streak that gets me out of bed in the morning. And that's in tribute to Baron Wolfgang von Furberger, little Bobo from Frankie in San Diego. And again, the canine friends, as well as our little furry pussy friends, just not the ones from Cucamonga, they can obviously have space in Reggie's Corner as well, for heaven's sake.
Someone's calling you.
Apparently they are. Possibly, is it Baron Wolfgang von Furberger from across the Rainbow Bridge?
They stopped. It sounds like they hung up, maybe.
Yes. Well, see there, you're only allowed 4 ringy dingies when you are calling from beyond the grave. All right. Anyway.
This has been Reggie's Corner.
Yes, it has. Thank you for your high-tech fucking background sound effects over there, Brian, while I was trying to recognize some of our formerly animal cult members that have gone on to the great beyond. Would you like to?
Formerly animal?
Formerly alive, now not.